The 7 decisions to create the life you love. What if I were to give you a combination lock that can help you make your life the life of your dreams, very successful professionally and contributing to the world in an amazing way? If that interests you, this masterclass is for you. Let's start our journey with clarifying questions that will act as your soldiers on your journey to getting what you want, at the same time contributing to humanity. If that interests you, you are at the right masterclass. Here are the 7 principles and key strategic questions. What is the first thing you do when you are depressed? What is the most crucial decision you have ever made in your life? What is the worst decision you have ever made in your life? What would it be if you were to give an 18-year-old one specific piece of wisdom? What is the most brilliant thing your parents ever did? What's the last thing you do before you go to bed? What difference did someone make in your life as a child? By answering these questions, you will be aligning yourself with the world's powerful principles. Well, ignorance of the principle is no protection from that principle. Just because a person is unaware of a particular principle doesn't mean that the principle is not affecting their life. After all, the principle of gravity worked long before the apple fell on Sir Isaac Newton's head. But once Newton understood the principle, human beings were able to harness the power of that principle to create airline flight, suspension bridges, and space travel. Similarly, the principle of successful parenting, relationships, and financial achievement also work every time, and they can be harnessed by all of us. Obviously, by learning and applying them, we can create the future of our choosing. Consider the effect of one principle, such as consistently taking responsibility for your own life. How will one's life experience improve? Imagine the power of 7 principles stacked together, the result of grouping these 7 life-changing principles into a joint force bypass minor incremental changes to create an exponential explosion. Your life and the lives of those around you will be transformed due to mastering the 7 key decisions. Here are the 7 decisions that determine personal success. First, the responsible decision. The buck stops here. With me, I accept responsibility for my past. I am responsible for my success. I will not let my history control my destiny. The responsibility decision shows us how to stop blaming other people and outside circumstances for where we are in life. Instead, we can chart our life's course, allowing our lives to become testaments to the true power of choice. The second decision, the guided decision. I will seek wisdom. God moves mountains to create the opportunity of the Creator's choosing. It is up to me to be ready to move. The guided decision helps us discover invaluable counsel through books, people, and service. We learn to evaluate the network of influential people in our lives, seek wisdom from the knowledge of others, and perhaps most importantly, commit to a life of service. Number 3, the active decision. I am a person of action. Many people move out of a person's way on the run. Others are caught up in their wake. I will be that person on the run. The active decision is the wake-up call. Taking consistent action is crucial to the realization of successful life. We are often amazed and even baffled by the accomplishments of highly successful people. Yet, many of their accomplishments occur because of relentless action. Number 4, the certain decisions I have a decided heart. The certain decisions I have a deadly decided life. Truth is truth. If 1,000 people believe something foolish, it is still foolish. Truth is never dependent upon consensus of opinion. I have found it better to be alone and act upon the truth in my heart than to follow a gaggle of silly geese doomed to mediocrity. The certain decision for personal success is what fuels your actions from the active decision. The clarity of vision you maintain in your mind is directly proportional to the effectiveness of your actions. A decided heart is unwavering in the face of continual challenges and setbacks, ensuring victory in a lifetime of greater fulfillment. Number 5, the joyful decision today. I will choose to be happy. My very life is fashioned by choice. First, I make decisions, then my choices make me. The joyful decision is perhaps the most misunderstood of all the decisions. The joyful decision demonstrates that happiness is a choice. If you are not happy right now, it is a consequence of your own choosing, not the circumstances of life. Number 6, the compassionate decision. I will greet this day with a forgiving spirit. Forgiveness is a secret that is hidden in plain sight. It costs nothing and it is worth millions. It is available to everyone and used by a few. If you harness the power of forgiveness, you will be sought after and regarded highly. And not coincidentally, you will also be forgiven by others. The compassionate decision changes the way most people view forgiveness. A forgiving spirit lets you go of the past and embrace a compelling new future. That's right. Harboring anger and resentment for others, regardless of whether or not they deserve it, poisons your soul and limits your growth. When you embrace forgiveness through the compassionate decision, your level of personal success becomes boundless. Number 7, the persistent decision. I will persist without exception. Great leaders, great achievers are rarely realistic by other people's standards. Somehow they are successful people are often considered strange, picking their way through life, ignoring and not hearing negative expectations and emotions. Consequently, they accomplish one great thing after another, never having heard what cannot be done. That is why one should never tell a young person that something can't be done. God may have been waiting centuries for someone ignorant enough of the impossible to do that very thing. Your success with the other 6 decisions rests on your ability and willingness to embrace and master the persistent decision. To persist without exception means to ultimately ensure success in your endeavor. Seeking wisdom. Most people mistake wisdom for education, like a high school diploma or university degree. Seeking the wisdom is not the same as gaining knowledge. Knowledge is a precursor to wisdom. Wisdom includes an intuitive element and insight gained from personal experience that serves us as we make decisions in our lives. Seeking wisdom should be a continual process. The humility of the wisdom seeker is defining characteristic of influential, wealthy, successful people. Wisdom is available to all, waiting to be known. It can't be bartered or sold. Wisdom is a gift only for the diligent, because only the diligent can find it. The lazy person doesn't look in the first place. God moves mountains to create the opportunity of the Creator's choosing, but it is up to you to be ready to move. There are three simple things you can do daily to chart your lifelong search for wisdom. Read, take the counsel of others, and serve others. They may seem obvious, yes, tragically, much of our society has ignored these simple, critical distinctions despite their availability. Signing off, Dr. Masasekani Mishek Kosa, the thinking futurist. Thank you.